Alright, I think that's pretty good for music. Welcome all, I'm DFuxa, and this is a Trese Brother game called Star Traders Frontiers. So, for those who don't know, the Trese Brothers are basically a couple of game developers that made such games as well, as you can see here, Cyber Knights. They've also made, as you can see, the Star Traders franchise, and there's been a couple other games they've basically made. And this is a game that I recently bought for my Android phone. I figured I should show it off for you guys because this is actually a game that I actually bought from them personally, and it's actually a game I actually think I'll like quite a bit, even though this will be like my first time playing it. Anyhow, we're gonna start a new captain here. Now, I'll note that this game basically has it so like you can basically create a character, and it's basically gonna be your captain each time. How it basically works is you have a ranking where you basically have a rank of these skills and stuff you can basically make use of. So you have experience, ship, contacts, attributes, and skills, and you're basically gonna bump these around to basically get the best of the best for your characters and such. Usually it's said to be attributes is the best thing to sort of get. Having a good ship is also pretty important. Contacts are important, but I think skills are more important than that, so let's put that right there. And you know what? Let's make ourselves a character here. So, there's basically a bunch of attributes. These basically affect characters in combat and stuff like that. Some are more important than others. Resilience basically helps with preventing a fatal blow to your character, as well as other stuff. So maybe put that up a little bit. 4-2 basically matches your hit points. So more 4-2 more hit points. And I think for now let's just put everything else to 21 or so. So basically have a little bit of attributes and other stuff. Yeah, we'll take a bit of a strength too, why not? So there's strength 24, everything else is pretty balanced. As you can see here, basically you can have max of 30, or you can drop it down to 14, but ultimately you have to have a mix of 52 attributes, and basically have between 14 and 30. So there's our attributes done. We can pick our experience if we want to. Right now we're on a pirate here apparently, so we'll be joined by level 2 officer and level 2 crew. The character will start at level 4. Essentially we'll be looking to blockade people if you take this path. I could go bounty hunter, which is basically going to be more about stopping such things, hunting on stuff like that. Smuggler basically is all about smuggling things in and out of sectors and stuff like that. There's a bunch of other stuff as well. So I think for now let's just go with the pirate. That's fine for now, and let's keep it on pirate. For our ship here, we basically have a budget here for what type of ship we can buy. We start out with as you can see different amounts of budget depending on how much money basically what rank our ship is basically at. So if I go in here, we can buy the Paladin Cruiser, which is basically the third tier ship that we can basically get if we go right here. As opposed to these other two right here. I think we'll put ourselves in a scout cutter actually though, just so I can have a little money to show off trading for example. And thinking about that, let's just boot this down here I think, so we're not wasting too much stuff here. That's fine right there. 5,000 basically to make a little bit of profit of trade perhaps. For skills here, skills basically determine what you basically do with your character. So you have basically personal combat skills, so you can have blade skills for fighting close combat, evasion basically to help dodge your stuff, and then there's other stuff you can basically have as well. I actually want to drop this down a little bit so I can basically have other stuff over here for example. So maybe we'll get ourselves a little bit of Intimidate and Command perhaps. That'll work I think. You probably don't want to min-max stuff as is what I'm doing right now, but that's fine right for what it is. As you can see here, there's a bunch of contacts you basically have. Let's go with a fixer might be a good idea. If I go with a fixer as a friend, this guy will let me shall we say, he'll help me if I rep problems, if I basically get into trouble with people. So let's just go with that. We'll go with you know what, let's keep it as template. You can enter what you want for stuff here, for your template stuff, but let's just save it here. So there's a template for a pirate that is made. There's also a bunch of preset stuff as well, so there's a pirate here set up. There's like a bounty hunters here set up. And as you can see, these are like all different as what they are. So you can see like what their achievements are basically at. Like this pirate basically has high, like, you know, fortitude. Everything else is like a little bit, you know, lower. Because it's basically a D rank here. If we go over the Traveler Smuggler here, you can see this guy's got high attributes for some reason. So he's got a lot more stats basically versus, like, you know, this guy's like a D rank. And, you know, that's basically like, you know, basic breakdown of like the character creation. So let's just go with this character here. And here is our, like, you know, character. We're going to be male or female. And, you know, that's fine. Let's change her face to someone else. So, sure, we'll be long-haired right here. We can change our uniform so we can basically look like, you know, something else. And there, that's a good pirate uniform right there. So we have a pirate like this. You can change your map, you can change your starting faction. So, for example, perhaps I want to be part of, let's see here. Prices are negotiable. That's like a trading faction. Through strength and peace, this guy's a military faction. Rytart, no one owns secrets. Nobility is earned. So this guy's basically like, you know, about licensing, I guess, and stuff like that. I'll note that the game's basically broken down into syndicates and houses. And essentially how it basically works is that there's like a bunch of like competing like houses, and it's like sort of like, you know, based on like, say, the Dune universe with like, you know, different like houses trying to like jostle around for like, you know, power and stuff like that. You know what? Let's just go with Clan Alta Mesa here. Now, if I want to, basically, I can have like, you know, look at the intro, but we're gonna skip it because I'm not trying to show you the intro for this game. Basically, the idea for this game is that you're inheriting like someone's like, you know, your old family member's ship. You've been elected to basically pilot that ship and go into space to like represent your family. We're gonna let my talents be, you know, assigned manually here, I guess. So, or automatically. So let's leave it as off. And sure, we'll be Captain Ticket. Let's just go. And I'll show you what this game's all about. Alright, so we've just arrived in the Orient Expanse, and we're just going to skip this all. Basically, there's like a storyline that basically always unfolds as like you start these games, and I could show you off what the storyline's all about, but I'm going to try and like show you off like, you know, the basics of this game, what they're all about. Now, I'll note basically just to sort of have a breakdown of what's going on here. Here's our health up here, so this is our captain, this is our like whole HP for captain. Depending on the difficulty, if your captain dies, that's going to be it for your game, so you have to watch out for permanent death if you're on the higher difficulties. Here's your ship, so there's our hull, and there's our, you know, our type of ship. There's our credits, there's our cargo. This is the system we're in, and if I press like, you know, right here, for example, we'll get like a look at like, you know, the galactic universe. So right now we're in Orient Expanse. It is essentially, you know, a P system, and each of these like systems like has the different meanings. I know like F is for like farming, I is for industrial. I believe like P is for like population, so this is like a populous sector. So this is Clan Alta Mesa. Basically has a system atlas here, blah blah. These are all like the places in our sector, I believe, right now. So, oh, these are like yeah, these are like all like the places inside our sector right now. So right now we're at Mantle Forge. We're at the Alta Mesa Industrial. There's also like, you know, a bunch of other places in here that we could go, and we'll probably do that in a bit. Although if you want to, like go into like a tutorial here, basically like, you know, see what's going on. That's basically what this is. So this is like a tutorial button right here. We basically have like a crew menu button over here, and basically here we can basically go into like, you know, manage our crew and stuff like that. So if I want to manage my crew, I can do that there. Up here, basically you have like, you know, indications of what's going on. So you can see like who you have to rank and like stuff like that. So there's the alert list. We have enough fuel basically to make a 18 hyperdrive, so to speak. We're not going to have skilled gunners to make our ship be weaponry work and stuff like that. We're understaffed. Basically, like you're seeing like what's going on, like with the alert list here. So here's our ship. I'll note that the goal is basically trying to get like all this up to like 100% so you can properly man your ship. And you want to get above that to 200%, so that basically you get like, you know, additional like bonuses basically for like, you know, basically having it. Being below 100% is not good because you basically get penalties for like, you know, not having enough like, you know, people with manned guns, not enough people basically landing, you know, electronics and stuff like that. Here's like our ship components and stuff like that over here. Down here is our map, so let's just go back into our map here. And right now we are looking to go to Rogue Star over here. I'll note basically the idea is that you do a lot of training in this game, so let's see what perhaps what Rogue Star might want, I guess. So, whoops, wrong one there. So we're going to be going to Rogue Star in here. So that's Rogue Star right there. And we're basically going to go to the Tavera's capital. So we're probably going to be going from capital world to capital world. You can try and guess like, you know, what these like places probably want, but you can basically see what type of worlds they are. So here's the jungle world. It's got the standard atmosphere, standard size. Basically the idea here is you want to like sort of like you know, send like certain goods to like certain worlds. So right now we're on Mantle Force, is like a teeny world, oceanic atmosphere. Basically being just benign because like, you know, it's very like, you know, this is like our home base, so to speak. This is our home faction. You can see what basically it's got, you know, good. So basically it buys like all this stuff here, it sells that stuff. When you basically like get these places, you can like see what they like buy and sell. So I have no idea what these guys would probably want if I like, you know, was to go like, you know, sell stuff to them. Now, they'll probably, much like everything else, you can see like what these like systems are. So right now we are on like, you know, the capital system here, and we can like jump to like our situations here. Like, you know, we're gonna go to this population sector. So there's a Darren cluster or the crest of light. There's like an O down there. There's like an I. I don't know exactly what all this stuff basically means, but you know, you can basically get the idea for it. Now, something to note by the way is that like these little like you know tabards, they indicate what faction controls it. So it's like only this faction, that's only that faction. On some of these worlds, we basically see like, you know, two different like houses controlling like, you know, two different spots in the same like, you know, location. So two different factions are in this section here. One's doing like the mining stuff, one's doing the other stuff. That's basically what's going on right there. So basically here says Metal Forge. You can see like, you know, what they're basically good at. We're basically an industrial plant, I guess. So if I was to land here, I can refuel and stuff like that. It's always important to get your fuel, obviously, because, you know, you need that to jump and stuff. But you can buy cargo, you can sell cargo, and you can see what these guys are like good at buying, and like what they're like bad at selling and stuff like that. So we're apparently very like good about buying electronic components, and you can see like what these guys are like, you know, good to like sell stuff to. So these guys are in demand at population centers. So if I buy electronic components, I could get a lot of money. I don't have the permit for those, so I'm not gonna worry about that. But you know, you get the idea basically how this basically works. You try and buy high and sell low to the appropriate like places where to go. So clothes are basically up in demand in population centers. So I might want to buy maybe clothes, get like a little bit of profit if I sell that stuff. There's some medical stuff right there, and you can like see like, you know, what these like, you know, how like the price per unit basically varies as it goes along. So you can see like, you know, what will give you like good prices, what will give you bad prices. I might go for clothing here. So we'll basically purchase some clothing. And I think we'll leave. So let's just go to the map. And let's just head straight down here because I basically have to like, you know, drop this person off so I can basically get money and stuff like that. So if you right click, basically you'll start moving. Now I'm just going to abort our thing right here. As you go along here, you'll basically see like stuff happen. Basically in this game, you have little events that basically happen as you go along. So ice clear from reactor, field generator, electronic success. Pump one more fuel into the ship's tanks. Pay like, you know, $8, took hours. Efficient and safe landing, only costs one fuel. So you're going to see like stuff as it goes along. So basically, like, you know, these little events will happen as they go along here. Sometimes you'll fail stuff and stuff will happen. So we have power blow cause a fire. And if I hold and click here, basically, you have no saving talent in reserve for this. We basically had to, you know, one additional fuel cost. We suffered some component damage, so we took some damage doing this, and like our crew, you know, took some hits and morale loss. Let's just keep navigating now for now. So you have to watch out for your stuff because basically sometimes a lot of like bad things happen as you go along. So yeah, like, you know, electro fires. which basically damaged our ship a little bit more, add more fuel costs. And let's get to over here. Oh, a beneficial trade alliance has been formed between the Steel Song and Moklumne. This is something to watch out for because basically, like, you know, these like house like factions and stuff, they like sort of like jostle for like control of each other, and sometimes you'll have issues happen where one guy will be like mad if like say like he's sell to his enemy, for example, or they'll be mad if like he's interacted at all with like, you know, their enemy, for example. So you have to watch out for that. I should probably explain what's going on down here, but basically you can like, you know, blockade, spy, or patrol and stuff in like, you know, these other places here. And if I click on these, for example, you'll see like cards basically pop up, and you basically have like, you know, a chance for like, you know, for like actions basically happens, like you spy like against people or you blockade people. And this is like, you know, something that you might want to look out for as you go along. So Luo merchants, basically a prize target of your blockade faction merchants carrying valuable cargo. You could like do this. Basically there's like a risk and reward, so you can see like, you know, this is like low risk, high risk, or, you know, fairly high risk. Good reward, but, you know, fairly bad stuff happens here, basically. I don't want to run in other powers, for example. I could do patrol perhaps, and maybe that'd be something better. I'll note by the way that, like, you know, gold borders mean like, you know, I think worse stuff will basically happen to your ship. So, or like better stuff will happen to your ship. So, for example, if I blockade, like, better stuff will happen, like, you know, with this. If I like patrol like this, you know, that's a really bad risk that'll happen. None of these are like worth like, you know, worrying about, so I'm not gonna worry about it at all. And you notice if I click on this, it's the same thing. So that's what's gonna happen right there. I'm still a little bit new to this interface because there's like so many buttons happening obviously here. So let's just go back to orbit here. And we're just gonna land on the capital here, but we'll basically sell our goods and like, you know, get our stuff going. So let's land. We're just going to skip this all. And we'll skip that. So yeah, basically like, you know, we're like, you know, doing like a faction story mission as we go along here. I'm not by the way we're going to get money as we go along doing this stuff, but anyhow. We can sell our cargo, so right now we're basically able to sell our clothing here. You can basically see like your profits here. It's basically going to get like a little bit of profit selling this stuff here. And I can sell it because it's legal. So I'll note by the way that in this game, some things are legal to sell, some things aren't legal to sell, and some things you need like a permit to like, you know, buy and sell and stuff like that. So we'll sell this, we'll make a little bit of money. And like, you know, that'll be what we basically get from here. If I buy cargo from here, by the way, you can see like, you know, you can buy certain things. And this will like go to certain places, so this would be good on like an industrial orbital or high tech zones, for example, and stuff like that. Not the greatest price for it, but you know, whatever it is right there. Alright, I'll note the other stuff here. We basically refuel. We can do a medic. Sometimes I'll pay like wages, but we don't have to worry about that right now. We can do some repairs because I basically have some damage coming here. A little bit expensive doing those repairs, but you know, that happens. Alright, well let's see here. Currently we're in like the sector here where I guess we need to go and stuff. If you go to the map, basically you can see like, you know, we have to go elsewhere, so yeah, it's like a story. I'm trying to skip it so if you play this game yourself, you can see what it's all about. Basically, this is fairly roguelike, and it's like sort of like how like the universe is generated and like, you know, everything that can sort of happen. But at the same time, this game, like, you know, the story's like always the same. I don't want basically like, you know, make you see a story that you may not necessarily be caring about. So, you know, I'm trying to avoid that. Currently, right now, we're currently on the land here, and I guess we don't really have anything we want to buy from these guys. So maybe what I want to do right now is just push on. So let's go back in orbit. And let's see here. These are like all different things that can happen here. So you got like, you know, what is the airplane you can jump into. That's probably not going to be too interesting to me. So, and I think this is like all the same as before. So yeah, these are like all the same cars as before. Let's just go to the map. And on the way to this population center, let's just go to this industrial right here. Oh, we failed a ship ops test, so that happened. Alright, so we just just came to this sector. You can see like who owns like these sectors right here. So there's like a mining place, there's an industrial place. Sometimes probably if you want to, like, you know, go to one place and like sell the other. So for example, if I want to go land here at Elmo Bastion, We can refuel here, for example. I might be able to buy something for like an industrial plant that's right next door to it, so I could possibly buy duranium, and then we can sell that to the industrial right next door. So maybe I'll like try and buy like all the cargo. We'll purchase everything right there, and we're overflowing our cargo, so we can't buy anymore. So we'll not worry about that anymore, I guess. Let's go into orbit, and I'll land over here in the industrial, and we'll sell our cargo. So that's sometimes a quick way you can basically, make a little bit of profit. So, we're gonna make a little bit of profit doing this. I guess because they're like, in the same sector, they're not the greatest price, but whatever. We'll set that price, and we get a little money doing that. Let's repair, refuel. Sometimes it's worth doing that, sometimes it isn't. We'll heal up our crew a little bit. Now, you have to pay your wages for your crew, by the way, in this game. Something I know about this game is if you don't pay your wages, then your crew don't level up. So we'll just pay our wages there. And you can also upgrade your ship, buy new ships, and go to dry dock, do other stuff. But let's just buy some cargo here. And again, clothing is something I could sell if I want. It's a fairly good price, so I could say, let's just buy all the clothing we can. And we're overflowing again, so I'm not going to worry about it. Before I leave, I should probably check this stuff out for you guys. So there's patrol right here. If I want to, I could possibly, patrol stuff. There's like, really bad event there that I want to have happen. More bad events spare. Yeah. Basically, not a whole lot of good stuff basically to worry about here, so I'm not going to worry about, trying to do anything, to these guys. So we'll get over here. As you can see, our fuel goes down as we go along. Other stuff will happen as we go along as well. Oh, I'm getting so many fails right there. See, I basically are taking damage. Sometimes you'll lose crew, by the way, from these events too, as well, so you have to really watch out for that. Alright, let's drop out off at the population world here. So we'll land, and of course, story mission will basically happen. We're just gonna skip it all. Skip all. Basically, get some rep basically for doing stuff with this guy right here. Basically, like this is like the first guy in our storyline as you go along. Let's just refuel. Let's just do medic. Let's repair. As you can see, I can sell my cargo for a little bit of profit. It's not a great profit compared to like what I could probably sell elsewhere, but we're just gonna sell that, make a little bit of money from it. So we got basically up to 30k now. I'll note, by the way, this game gets progressively harder as it goes along, and you'll basically get progressively stronger as it goes along, so it's that sort of type of game. I'll note, by the way, if I want to, I can go to this guy, trying to, get trade permits for, better stuff I can basically sell. I can get court missions from this guy, get promoted rank and stuff like that, so, basically, we have promoted ourselves in a rank here a little bit. Let's get ourselves a trade permit. If I want to, by the way, I could try to be introduced to other allied contacts. By the way, as you can see, your influence will go down so you can do this stuff. So if I buy this, for example, I can't buy it, you don't have the money for it. Don't have enough for rank either. By the way, you can also get different wars basically do stuff as well. So basically this stuff all costs like rank to basically do, so you have to really watch out for that, but whatever. So you can discuss for work for narrative, as you can see, but let's just go do some court missions for this guy. So we can basically do a proven character type of thing. So let's say a mission here. So this guy wants to return some shipping. So we're headed out to pick up a transfer case from a friendly clan ultimate system and return to save to Prince Caligan. So this will take 100% basically go to another system and come back. We'll accept, sure, why not? So enemy ships can't confiscate if they search us, so I have to watch out for that. So basically what this means is like, we're going to try and do an escort mission with like a package, and if we get caught and someone tries to destroy us or loot us, then they're going to take that from us. So you have to really watch out for that. Okay, let's just go to orbit here. By the way, there's a bunch of stuff we can do here, patrol and stuff like that. Now, by the way, with like patrol, this is going to be like, all the stuff basically you have right here will actually defend like, what you're basically going to do. So defensive patrol basically like, we'll do something for a favor for this guy. So this is actually worth doing. I'll just do this one right here so you can see what happens. So let's patrol. So basically, the cars will slowly disappear and I'll get one of them. Alright, so, depending on your reputation, your patrolling may be appreciated. Military ship. So, in our sweeping patrol, we encountered an Alta Mesa military officer who is also going to sway for a little void. Our military patrol took place and consumed 16 years of water field, basically, so we got ourselves a little bit of, like, you know, reputation for that, so... basically, we just, like, found his ship here. So, the target is Clan Alta Mesa, identified as a military officer. Basically, these guys are friendly to us, and they're very happy to basically help patrol there. So, you can, like, acknowledge, demand tribute and stuff like that. Let's just acknowledge them and be friendly, and then they'll basically pass along that we are basically friendly to them. So, our ships slows to share latest intel and travel editions and stuff like that. So basically it's an experience from this, we get reputation gain, and our stuff. We're just going to continue on. So basically, like, you know, there's stuff you basically do for a system want. That's going to do a time loss for us and with some damage, but you know, I might want to do this as well. So let's just patrol again. If there's good stuff here, I'm going to show them off to you guys, right? And we got to secure ourselves in our military ship. So we got found our, like, you know, military ship. Let's just acknowledge them. And, you know, we're rating some, like, you know, reputation with these guys. Ooh! Nasty! Okay, we don't want to do anything here. So, basically, you can see we got a couple of rewards, but 2 negative rewards right here, which would be really, really bad to get. Basically, it's like, you know, you don't really risk these to, like, see what's going on. You can see, like, you know, reward factors, basically, like, you know, 31% good, 47% good, 20% rare. But, you know, the risks are really, really bad here, so we're not going to do that. There's also blockade and other stuff you can do, but we're not going to do that as an friendly system here, so we'll just ignore that for now. Alright, so this is an orbital station. I assume this is an O. That's what O is probably for. And let's see here. So I need to do this. Let's just get a waypoint for this right here. So if I want to use this waypoint here, I have to go through over to here. Along the way, we'll basically go perhaps near this population center. That's, you know, a population center is cool and all, but we don't really have anything to sell to in our population center from a population center, so it's not, you know, much benefit going there. I think what we want to do at this point is just head over to, like, you know, this area. So let's just, like, travel through space. Now it's possible we can find, like, ships on the way, like, going like this. So, you know, if we're not, like, you know, typically looking for stuff, we'll just, like, you know, travel normally and, like, just have stuff like this happen. But it's also possible we can have, like, other ships, like, you know, pass by us. You'll have to, like, deal with that as you do it. And alright, we made it over here. So we're about to hyperdrive to the Spice Rift to Dixie Maelstrom. And yeah, Spice basically, you know, a lot of Doom references in this game, so, you know, there's that type of thing. Let's just jump. Ooh! So yeah, sometimes you can, like, fail your navigation test and, like, use more fuel and, you know, it'll take more time. Time, by the way, is, you know, not something you want to, like, you know, overestimate, because if you take a lot of time, the game will get, as you said, progressively higher as you go along. And of course, you know, that'll really hurt you. Alright, so over here, we just land in this sector here. We're going to go over to this T-World. Maybe we'll go to this Rychar Prime over here. So we'll go here. We'll need to pick up some stuff. It's so blue it almost hurts my eyes. Alright, so this is basically Rychar Prime. They're a farming world. They're a small oceanic with standard atmosphere. If I want to go, like, patrol and do stuff for them as well. That's not bad, but the ship danger would be kind of bad, so may not do that one. No. I'm tempted to show this off, but the unexpected shipping encounter could be very, very bad, so let's just go into orbit, and we're just going to land here. I want to basically repair my ship and other stuff as well, so we'll refuel, get my mech to do stuff for us, pay our wages. By the way, if you want to go to Spice Hall and, like, you know, get your guy basically to be happy, so if you have morale problems, you do this. Basically, just let your guy, like, you know, get, like, you know, a little bit better morale, like, as you can see, so you can basically, like, you know, be more effective. Let's do some repairs, and I basically came here to, like, you know, buy and sell stuff, so we are going to go toward a T-World or an R-World, so let's see what we can buy for a T-World or an R-World here. So we have basically, like, agricultural stuff here, so refinery is basically like food, apparently. You know what? I bet T's for tech. That's what I assume T's for. So Let's just buy a bunch of edible plants, I guess. Or frozen food. As you see, this stuff is like all very, very, like, you know, we'll make a little bit of money selling this stuff, but it won't be great. And sometimes you need a permit to like buy as well, so there's that as well. So you can view demand, by the way, as you can see here, so what's basically being demanded by these guys, what's, you know, not being demanded and stuff like that. I'm gonna buy this stuff here, I think, because it's cheap. And let's just go back to orbit. And this might be a bad idea, but let's just go try this out. Wow, we faced off a smuggler. So, we gained some rep with Syndicate with by chart, and we lost one rep with the Independence. And we basically found ourselves an independent smuggler. Alright, so these guys right here. I could try and bribe these guys to like erase our counter from their database, or I could retreat, not sharing information, or I could try and fight them. I'll note by you go a ship report, you can see, you know, how powerful these guys are, so we outcost these guys quite a bit if we fight these guys. You can see reversing conflicts. These guys are independents, and usually basically in these people, you can talk about like aggravating any of the houses because they're, you know, independent of all of them. These guys are preparing to retreat though, so if I try and fight them, they might get away, but let's try and fight. So here's like the fight battle here, so you can see what it's all about. You can see like, you know, the level of us guys, what they're basically doing. So we're going to try to advance, we're going to close range, and we're just going to fire at these guys like crazy. You can use like talents if you have them to like do stuff. So here's like a targeting lock. So you can like try and like, you know, make them so they're less likely to escape. Let's go with that. We'll enter turn. And it's like a turn-based game here, so basically like do stuff in turn. So we're going to fire some stuff at this guy, he's going to fire at us. He failed to escape, so we closed our range. And let's just get closer. Now as you get closer, you can like fire more stuff at these guys, so we can fire like, you know, this at him instead. There's other stuff we can do here, so evasive maneuvers, let's like dodge from this guy, for example. We got sharp steering. This is good for escaping if you want, but we're not going to try and escape. And it fails these protocols, persist and cripple effects. Let's do evasive maneuvers and just go do that right now. So we'll try and dodge some of his shots. So we dodged some shots, we did some damage to him. We failed to close range, but you know what, that's fine. And let's just do it again, do that again. And I guess we won't do anything like that. I guess I'll fire more stuff at this guy if I want to. So Imperator, some of these weapons are like close range weapons, so let's just fire torpedoes and like, you know, just at him. He's missing quite a bit apparently on me. And he's still failing to retreat quite a bit. Alright, so note by the way, as we get closer, it becomes harder and harder to use like, you know, our long range weapons, because, you know, obviously we're too close to fire him. So we're going to close some more, I guess. And we're just going to fire this stuff at him. So fire! Now you can see like his ship hull going down much, you know, like as it is right there. And you know what, let's just keep closing range, because why not? It doesn't seem like he has very good, like, you know, ability to close range for us, so that's what it is, keep doing, keep closing range. By the way, as you damage these guys, they get much weaker to basically, like, you know, fight against you, because, you know, their like ships are like failing and they can't really fight very well against you. So his hull basically gets lower, but systems also take more damage. So, you know, they're gonna basically like really feel it if they like, you know, keep getting hit by a lot of stuff. Now we're so close to this point, we actually have to board these guys. So we're gonna board these guys, and you're gonna see what that's all about. Ooh, he fired something very powerful at us, but whatever. Alright, so here's boarding. And basically it's like sort of like a Darkest Dungeon type of thing here, where we can basically have our guys jump into combat with these guys and like, you know, take it right to the, to the ship's, like, things here. We're gonna have you basically pop in. Let's see here. Let's have... You can be in popping in. I'm gonna jump in as well probably, but let's put you in here and you right there. So basically we got like a couple guys here. We got medic, we got pistolier, we got right soldier, we got me. Let's fight. And we'll see how badly beat up these guys. So on the way, it's like you go along, these guys take damage. Now how this is basically done is you have like, initiative here. So the higher the initiative, the more like actions you can basically do in combat. And if you have higher initiative, you take your turns first. So right now my combat medic has the highest initiative, so she can go first. And if I want to, I can like, refocus, like heal people, like herself for example. Gives her a morale boost here. I also do stuff for my characters here, so there's like move, you can move people, and like, slash people. So let's slash at the pistol. So we slash at her. Now I know I have like more initiative than these guys, so they're like kind of weak to fight against us, but that's fine. There's a pinning shot, so you can basically like, pin people. There's an open fire, just automatic fire with a pistol. So let's fire her. So we just kill off one of his guys, and they're firing at me. Ooh, they're going after him. Let's see here. Let's go with a burst fire, and we'll basically try to take out the soldier maybe. Woo! So I actually hit this guy first. Now, nope, he knocked my guy back there, so much like Darkest Dungeon, you have like, ability to like move guys around. My captain's gonna go next against you, I guess. And by the way, if your guys get like moved like too far back, they will be unable to actually like do combat because like they're just too far away. Let's have you fight him. Damn, I keep, missing with that guy. By the way, it is possible to like be too close to fire stuff as well, I think, in some situations, so I have to watch out for that, but whatever. You heal up him perhaps. Oh, you're too far away, I guess. That's just for yourself. Okay, so basically, like, there is an ability to connect for other people, but I don't have it apparently for my guys, so... Damn, hopefully I'm gonna kill him, but I didn't. Just kill this guy, please. So he's down. Let's slash at you. You knocked that guy back now. And we're at turns. Basically, once you run out of like all your initiative, you basically restart the next turn. So let's just slash at her. Take him out. Not by the way with the Steam version of this game. You obviously can like do this stuff with number keys and stuff like that. You don't have to like click everything like I am right now, but you get the idea how it sort of works. I get a short burst, which basically... Although, by the way, like, these weapons, like, they take, like, different, like, usually for cost, so... If I use, like, the burst fire, it takes up a lot of, like, initially use this, but if I use, like, this, it'll take a lot less. So, like, 8 left after that. If I use, like, refocus here, it takes, like, 60 initiative, so basically it takes all initiative to use that. If it's open fire, it'll take, like, 6, so basically you can, like, fire again after it, so... Do that to him. Yeah, like, so all this stuff, like, will take, like, different amounts of, like, initiatives to, like, do, so... Alright, we took out their crew. Now, when you basically take out, like, their crew of a boarding party, you have this little screen pop up. Our common crew launches a devastating boarding effect to basically do some damage to them. So, if you want to, you can sabotage their, like, cabins, and then, like, like, panic their crew and stuff like that, and they can depart. So, on the way, as you go along, you'll basically kill all the crew or, like, damage the ship, and then you'll win the battle that way. Alright, so let's just end the turn. After we do a boarding, obviously. So we're just going to keep boarding this guy and killing off his crew this way. Alright, so we're going to board this guy again. I think, we don't want to take this guy back because, like, he's too injured right now, so maybe I'll take you instead. So 2 swordsmen, a pistolier, and then, our soldier back here. So yeah, this guy, as you see, he's got, lower HP, morale, more HP. He took some damage there, that's fine, he's still alive. You know what, let's just take our actual doctor, perhaps. And we'll see how this goes. So turn 1. Alright, so these guys are right here. Well, my captain's gonna go first, so slash at this one. Down you go. So we're already down to 3 people. So I could refocus with her again, but we're just gonna make her fire. Figure out for my doctor apparently. And we're just gonna have you slash to him. And I'm tempted to use this again, but you know, let's just go like this and we'll fire at this guy. We missed it apparently, oh well. Oh, you do have like additional skills you can use eventually as you go along, so there's like balanced blades, that's like a you can see like the position like where these guys have to use them, so you have to be like, in the first 2 rows use your slicers, and then like, you know, you can only hit the first 2 people right there. Balanced blades basically like, you know, this costs 1.5 to initiative to do, but basically you'll buff yourself, which is very, very good. Sure, let's do that. We'll do this on you. So you get the buff for doing that. Finish off this one. You slashed at my chaplain. Went back after her. Alright, we're just down to you. You're going to refocus yourself. You're going to talk... Now, don't bother, you want to be very careful using initiative like this, because if you use too much initiative, you actually have a penalty like the next turn. So you want to watch out for that. By the way, even with 1 initiative, you still get like the ability to like, you know, take a turn, so... You know, you got to do a go again. I missed. There's a shot. Slash him. This might be their captain here. I'll note by the way you can see like, you know, what these guys are, like sort of like, you know, with their like symbols here. Basically like you can just like, you know, tell who like is the captain by like, you know, their symbol if you like know what it is, so. If you take him out, that might be their captain killed, and then that'll beat their ship. Blah blah. So the enemy died. We can panic the shoes, sabotage them a little bit more, and depart. So these guys are losing crew pretty fast, and you know, if we take all enough of their crew, then they'll basically just, you know, keel over and die, so to speak. Let's bore them again. You tried firing, but you know, failed again. So we're going to enter like Darkest Dungeon mode again, so you're going to be replaced with someone else. Let's take another soldier, perhaps. Oh, I guess we got that soldier, so we'll take these guys here. These guys get experience by as you like do fights like this, so they actually do get a lot better in combat like this. Alright, so that looks like their pilot, that looks like a medic. Who knows what these guys are? I don't know what all these symbols are right in this game, but you know, you can tell like, you know, a lot of them are like stuff. Fight that one. Down here, that one goes. And let's see here. I think the mech should probably go down first, so slash the mech. And slash the mech. Oh, they actually moved their guy there. Not as gonna really matter, but whatever. Let's fire like crazy. Alright, so that's like a double shot there. That shot that he does right there, so that's cool. They're moving around, but it's not really helping them much, but whatever. Down you go, and then this guy goes... Notice why I got the penalty for this guy, so he has less initiative. Because he basically like did so much damage there. Or, you know, he used so much initiative there. That guy basically had so much initiative, got the fire like multiple times there, so that happens well. So, slash, slash, slash. Alright, that was another victory. That might have been the captain there. Because it's very, very powerful, that guy, but whatever. Depart. Yeah, enemy cover suffer fatal wounds, victory. So that was their enemy captain. Basically, if you take out the enemy captain, then, like, you know, they can't do anything, right? Now, if you want to, you can loot their cargo and take their fuel. You can destroy them. We could destroy a Star Trek with our all hands and then pick up over wreckage. Our crew will lose morale for killing Indies, and we may suffer, you know, infinite loss with the revolutionaries, but whatever. So there's different stuff you can basically do here. You can loot them. They do have some cargo. So you can like loot them stuff. Let's just take their fuel. So, you know what? I do want to, like, loot the stuff, but because we actually have some food here, here's the thing. I'll have to, like, you know, basically, like, you know, get rid of stuff and basically, like, pick up your stuff. I actually don't have the permits to sell this stuff here, but whatever. We're just going to leave this stuff here, I guess, for now, so we're just going to go back and just leave them be. So, there's, like, some ship combat for you guys to see. And we're going to get some more stuff here, can we basically do. I am tempted to do this stuff, but, you know... Actually, let's just troll. I want to basically get, like, you know, one of these, perhaps. Ooh, we just got ourselves a bounty hunter ship. So, in your orbit of one of the seven systems, right here, bounty hunter flies on the sensors approaching fast. So we gain some experience and, like, our stuff. Let's fight. Now, if you want, you can try and bribe these guys or submit to an inspection. I actually don't think I have anything worth, like, you know, worrying about. So let's just submit to inspection. If we surrender to the hunters, they'll board. They will take any loot that we have. But we don't really have anything they can take, I don't think. So yes. The captain likes to surrender. They searched our ship and found nothing across our entire crew. We gained some experience and lost morale. So you don't want people searching you like this, but you know, that's just a simple way of, you know, just dealing with the issue basically if it happens. Powerful and unexpected ship? No, we don't want to deal with that, I don't think. So that's enough of that for now. Let's just head back up to here. I want to basically try and do one of these, like, you know, faction missions too, so we'll try and do that at least. I want to show you off the combat basically, so that's a major thing for this game. So let's land here. So if I want to, like, you know, sell stuff. I won't make any profit penalty selling this, but we'll sell it anyways. We'll refuel, we'll get medic go, we'll get repairing going. Spice haul if we want. So there we go. Pay your wages. Alright, so return shipping, do in 1 year, so you're gonna, like, pick this up. You can basically schedule a stately meeting. Or, like, you know, go into local spice dens. So let's just do this. We get a reputation boost. Get our transport case, and then we'll continue on our way. Alright, let's see here. If I go back to the map, we're going to go back to this wormhole. I think if I want to, I could sell stuff if I take it to, like, you know, industrial zone refinery if they, you know, have stuff like here, so... Let's just purchase this stuff and get going. I'm not going to waste too much time here. We're just going to get, like, you know, to next... You know, get this done and I'll try and end this Let's Play for you guys. So here we go, blah blah, onward we go. So we made it to this warp gate, we're going to jump. We did it successfully this time, so we didn't, you know, have to take extra time for doing this stuff. And then we're just going to, like, you know, get to where we need to go. Now running out of fuel is bad, because basically we'll have issues if that happens. Oh, we just ran into immersion here, so this can happen, as I said. If you want to, you can demand tribute from these guys. So, you know, we can be uncommodity and stuff like that. You know, a little bit of money doesn't hurt, so let's demand tribute. So they may report us to your faction, but whatever. Let's just, you know, retreat for now. So we just, you know, continue on our way. They probably didn't like the fact that we did that, but, you know, whatever. That's something you can basically do with, like, your ship, like, you know, demand tribute basically for, you know, being nearby. See, there's, like, quite a rumor by my immersion fleet. Ooh, we are running out of fuel. But whatever. We made it here. I can land. We basically do all this stuff here. And we can sell our cargo for... Not going to make a profit doing this, apparently, so I actually made negative profit doing this, but whatever, that's fine. We can basically go to return shipping. So, we can just say over a space plate, public spectacle. You know, whatever you want to basically do. So there we go. That's basically like a mission done. You get more rep basically doing it, so if you want to, like, you know, get more stuff again. And, like, you know, get, like, a reference down, stuff like that, so... All the stuff basically you can basically do here. Alright, so that's basically what this game's all about. I think I've basically shown off like a great detail of what the game's basically all about. Basically you have like ship combats happen, you have like, you know, little missions that you basically do for people. There's like art systems to explore. And yeah, I hope you guys basically enjoyed this quick little like look through the game, and take care.